What's up, CHFFL? Welcome back to our 2022 preview videos. We've done half the league so far, 6 teams, and in this video, we're going to pound out Pa, Stan, and Minney. Stan and Minney, of course, will be tight competition in the MAGA Gang Conference. Quick reminder, league averages for VC 288, AVC 266. If you don't know what that means, you have to go watch my previous videos, which are always linked and always available. Starting out with Pa here. Pa really traded away to try and take a shot last year. It didn't exactly work out, but he has no third round pick, no fifth, no sixth. Obviously going to make things tough when you don't have those middle round picks where you can build the depth for your team. Looking at his keepers, it's a lot of running backs. It's a lot of mid-value running backs. A.J. Dillon, kept in the 7th round. ECR is him at 58. A lot of people are really hyped about Dillon, thinking that Aaron Jones and he are both going to get a lot more work in the Green Bay offense this year. Chase Edmonds, ECR was 70, can be kept in round 8. That's solid too. Tony Pollard, similar, about a round later ECR, 2 rounds later. Keep J.K. Dobbins, this is one of the easy ones, definitely going to go with ECR 54, can have him in the 9th. And then Javonte Williams is a tricky one. Can keep him in the 2nd round, that's around where he's going. I think Parker's been feeling about maybe trading down in the 2nd to keep him, but that's a bit of a tricky call. I think most likely Pa is going to go with Dillon, Edmonds, and Dobbins. Definitely Dillon and Dobbins. Between Edmonds and Pollard, it's a toss-up. Parker's VC, not surprisingly, comes in pretty low, 224. That's good for 10th in the league. AVC also 10th in the league at 208. All those picks missing. No 3, 5, 6. He's keeping 3 running backs. And can he do enough with these first 2 picks and 3 running backs? He's 8th overall. So he's got to get good pass catchers because he's gonna drop off after that. And you know the top 3 wide receivers in the league are being kept: Cooper Kupp, Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase. So I really worry about how Pa's gonna do this year, but he does have a lot of room to take some shots on flyers, high upside guys in the late round. He's maybe playing for next year unless things go his way. I have Pa down in the solid C tier. Better than Max, clearly, but not quite close to that Bill and Wes unless some things really go right for him early in the season. Next, let's go to Stan. Stan's board is mostly untouched. Pick 4 overall should get him a solid running back, which he's going to want and he's going to need. Otherwise, he maneuvered some picks around as part of that big 4-team trade to help with his keepers. Let's go over those. Elijah Mitchell, Stan can keep in the 8th round, ECR 55. Definitely one he wants to go with. I kind of like Brandon Cooks, but it seems like he's going away from him. You can keep him about at value, but being a 4th round pick, I like keeping those upside guys, even if the gap between their ranking and where you can pick them isn't that high. Chase Claypool, seems like Stan's going to go here, and I think Stan really believes in Claypool as a multi-year keeper, so he wants to make sure he secures him. So that makes sense. And then Mike Williams, ECR 47, keeping the 8th. Easy peasy there too. So most likely Mitchell, Claypool, Williams, 2 receivers, and 1 running back. Stan's VC comes in at 288. That's good for 6th in the league. His AVC, 265, good for 7th. Middle of the road, when you're looking at it as a whole, this focus on multi-year keepers. Mike Williams should be good for a few more years. Mitchell's pretty young. Claypool very young, obviously. It's going to be a true test of his fantasy skills to make the playoffs. Stan's one of the more interesting teams, I think, and I think he can certainly do it. He's been in the league long enough. He knows what he's doing. I have Stan in the B+ tier, and I have him behind Bannis. He's definitely a step up from Bill and West, though, and I feel pretty good about that. Last for the day, we're going to talk about Minney. Minney picks at the end of the 1st round. He likes that turnaround of having 12 and 13 overall. He has an extra 3rd round pick, an extra 8th round pick, no 10th. The extra 3rd is going to be nice and valuable, but he's not going to have any of those, obviously, the top 11 or 12 guys. He can keep Kyler Murray in the 7th, ECR 62, solid quarterback. You definitely want to take it. Kareem Hunt He'd have to keep a little above value, so probably not going to go for that this year. And then Rashad Bateman is really the golden nugget of this bunch. Can be kept in round 11, ECR 61, as he looks to take over that top receiver role in Baltimore. Could be a good multi-year keeper for Minney going forward. Minney's VC comes in at 302. He has the biggest gap between VC and AVC of anybody except Bill, who we're counting on having 0 keepers. And that's Bateman doesn't really provide that much of the higher end value. Of course, early picks are worth exponentially more than late picks in my system. Keys for Minney, besides his first 2 picks, are going to be how he handles 3 picks in a row at the end of the 3rd round, 311, 312, 4-1. Rashad Bateman is solid and gives him some good depth, but he's going to have a big running back conundrum. I still expect Grant picked up 7th overall, and I assume he'll take a pass catcher there. But I expect the first 6 picks to be running backs. Probably 2 more at least before Minney's on the clock. So what does he do about running backs? There aren't going to be that many available at the turn that he can take 2 with his first 2 picks. We'll see. I think he can figure it out, but I think things are going to fall in a very tricky way for Minney in the draft this year. So I'm putting him right behind Stan, even though their ranks in the computer are similar and Minney probably even has a little edge. I feel like Stan's team is a little more balanced, and I like the way that it's going to look going into the draft a little better. Either way, Minney should be a tough competitor this year, and seeing who between he and Stan can grab that 3rd playoff spot in the MAGA Gang Conference is going to be fun to watch. That's it for this time, and remember, the important thing is having fun. See you next time.